and good morning, guys. Welcome back to the channel. So today we are making nails on the larboard side. So actually we will repeat everything what we have done on the starboard side. So it was 3 episodes, I believe. So the next 3 episodes we will be nailing larboard side. And if I remember correctly, yeah, we haven't nailed or haven't filled holes for nails on the upper strake. Where is this small screen? Not this one. Oh, not this one. Good job. This one. So we still have to fill the holes of nails on the starboard side on the shear strake. So we will come back to that one later. But today we will prepare larboard side. I hope I will. My hope is also to mark it at least, or at least with masking tape, to find locations of frames. But we'll see how it goes. Usually, sometimes when I'm planning to do something, double quantity of work, I'm barely managing to make 1/4 of it. So we'll see how it goes today. And yeah, I'm a little distracted because yesterday I decided to go to the documentary movie festival or film festival, and I watched very heavy but very realistic movie about Ukrainian zoo, Checkpoint Zoo. If you are interested in documentary movies and films, this one worth to go, because I have seen all that videos real from volunteers when they were rescuing and evacuating animals. And in the movie, everything shown less dramatic, but you can see all that facts, what was really going on there. But I was crying all film long, so couldn't sleep properly tonight. That's why I have awful headache and a little dizzy. So I'm sorry for this distraction, but I just want. So let's go back to our, not this one, proper screen, this one. Let's go back to our model. Better to do something with hands, so do not think about it. This is what I'm usually doing. And also in the end of the stream, I will finish this sample, which we started previously. So this one was oil and this one was with shellac. I want to separate, to make just a glue strip of masking tape, and I will add second layer on one side, and another on shellac I will put oil. On the oil I will put shellac, and then we'll see what I like more. Okay. So I will need some Scotch Brite, some sandpaper. This is 100, I believe, and I will need something like 200. So I have 320. It will do the job. And my favorite sanding block. This is just a scrap of aluminum which has 90 degrees corners. It's very small, very stiff and absolutely flat surface, so you can reach the most difficult to reach places on the model. So let's sand and prepare the surface. And I will need something like this. something weird here. Don't know what, but definitely need more sanding. And yeah, usually in the bow and in the stern, this is the most difficult to bend and plank, so that's why it is these spots or these places require the biggest quantity of sanding. So this is what we will do. I have lots of traces from plank bender, so everything should be sanded to a smooth surface. To level here. I have somewhere my favorite tool, like sharpened broken file. I can do it with this one because we need to glue this half of the stem, because we glued only one on one side, but on this side we still have to glue it, so we need to level it, level the planks. Or I have another tool. This is just spare blade for this utility knife. Also, I just sharpened it, the perimeter, and created all these radius corners just on the disc sander. So it is also sharp and can be used for leveling like this, just scraping it. Actually, I also can do the same for the planking if it is too much of sanding. First to scrape it and then sand it. Just create such shelves, proper term. much better, much less to sand. And this is what I will use in this spot. Here I will sand the rest. It's already more or less flat surface, but next to the stem I need to scrape more, and I can find also a part. Just checking what is going on with audio. Everything should work. Okay, let me try just turn on microphone. Do you have audio? So should be. Everything should be. Glues. Where is my second favorite tool? Just to scrape some glues out of here. Now I need to find proper parts. So I believe this is the one. Yes, this is the one. So this is our stem. Good. This is what we will glue. And somewhere it was another part. This is our actually this was stern post, and this is our stem. So this is what we will glue in the end also. And that's why we need to prepare this surface. And that is why I haven't glued it at the very beginning. You see how it was difficult to glue planks in this specific, in the rabbet. Doesn't matter in the bow or in the stern, it's the most difficult part to make it even and flat. So I didn't a good job here, so that's why I can scrape it now, make it perfect, and then I will glue the rest of the stern post. Oh, Sergey, I want to build first wooden ship model. Something 1 or 2 masted. I'm just translating what he has written, just difficult to read and translate simultaneously. And what kits I would advise you to build. Actually, you have to choose something what you like, because if I'm interested in something, does not mean that you will like the same ships and models. Just as I made video yesterday about how to choose the right kit, you can watch it, just turn on the translation. There is automatic subtitles. You can just choose language, Ukrainian or Russian, depends which you are speaking, because you are trying to write in Ukrainian and Russian and just mixed it. And this is actually also about Ukrainians. We are know how to speak Russian fluently. Everybody were using it as second language. Just officially, we have Ukrainian official language of the country. But right now I'm seeing people who are trying to speak and they are not ashamed to mix it even, just try to avoid to speak Russian. And this is really something big. Because language, this is very powerful weapon, and this is how Russian created their propaganda. They created it in such way that all Russian-speaking Ukrainians dash, this is Russians, but they are not. They are Ukrainians. They were just speaking Russian because their parents were forced to speak Russian during the Soviet Union time. And this is the tragedy, because they are not Russians. They are just speaking a Russian language. And this is two big differences. Maybe a little more scrape and it will speed up the process. think I'm getting there to the perfect surface in the stern. Okay, something more right here. I have somewhere sharp corner, just perfect to do it very close to the whale. This is just something weird right here, but I'm trying to level. find something to polish with 320. Good. Can continue polishing here. And maybe from here I will scrape something. Just a little, but in the bow probably it will be a lot of scraping. How to put it so you can see what I'm doing. Let me remove this glass with water. Oh, I believe this is visible. Sometimes basswood is very tricky because it's soft. Maybe I will start sanding first. Oh, my camera did this trick. Okay, another try. Yeah, definitely with a scraper it's much faster. So I just need to make final touches with sandpaper. right here with a very thick layer of glue, of course. So I want to scrape as many as I can, or as much as I can. Okay, assistant came. Give me a second, I need to close the door because with dehumidifier is off right now and it is getting very high humidity here very fast. When you will learn how to close the door? And yes, I also rescued an animal. This big red fluffy Maine Coon. Also, he was born in first days at the beginning of the war. He had some rough time, but when I visited my mom in first 3 months after beginning of the war, I grabbed the kitten, and when we were sitting first night together, hiding from massive attack from missiles, loud explosions, kitten jumped on my neck, and I was promising to a cat, I will take you to a safe place, you will have full bowl of food 24 hours per day. So now he is happy, I think, but he is still afraid of thunderstorms, fireworks, even worse. So the cats usually are not a big fan of loud noises, but you can see horror in cat's eyes from explosions. He is not just trying to avoid loud noises, in his eyes this is just huge fear. Again? Oh, it's getting much better here. Okay, we'll try to sand the rest of the weird spot. Something is not right. More sanding or more scraping. Okay, again, question from Sergey. If Ninja from Amati is difficult, I haven't seen Ninja, but I haven't built Ninja. But what I have seen, I believe it is based on the same skeleton as Pinta. I have seen some videos on YouTube, and I built Pinta. So it is not very difficult. It is with double layer planking, quite good. For it's better to choose for beginners double layer planking, because you can try your hand first time with first layer, and if you will make messes there and mistakes, doesn't matter, nobody will see it under the second layer of planking. But definitely try to plank the model with on the first layer exactly how it will be planked on the second layer, because it's just perfect option. You can practice first before actually making the final layer, which will be your representative of your model. And the planking is, it's like 80-90% of beauty of the ship, planking and sails. If you screw up with planking, it just will be eye-poking every time when you are looking at the model. And if you are planning to make model without sails, then it will be even more visible. So try to get as many as possible practicing on the first layer. Bend properly, cut, narrow, not just glue strips how they are laying and then fill the empty spaces. This is what I'm usually seeing, because modelers want to put it faster, then they are screwing also on the second layer. So just try to practice. It will take more time, but your second layer of planking will be much beautiful, more correct one. And you already will know where exactly you will have troubles and where you have to pay attention more. So it should be just a good choice for the first model. If you like the Ninja, it should be just perfect as the first one. I'm already getting proper surface here in the bowl. Sanding or scraping. So something weird is right here. Yes, Mark, sometimes you can get second layer of planking made out of veneer even. And I would say that it is just different, not difficult, different material. I prefer planks, even if they are thin like 1 millimeter. Planks are more elastic. Veneer is cracking much easier. You can't really bend it on the edge. Like what I was showing, you have usually a plank. Let me switch to the bigger screen. Oh no, this one. This one. So you have this one, like probably this is 2 millimeters thick. But usually when you are bending flat plank, it's very easy to bend like this. But when you have to bend on the edge, this is impossible with veneer. Veneer will crack, but plank will bend, especially if you will use water and soldering iron. It will be even more elastic. And this is what makes easier when you have second layer of planking made out of planks, not veneer. Veneer, usually it's a wooden, it's like rolled wooden material because it was scraped and stretched flat. So it's very easy, it's cracking, you are getting very porous planking from veneer. So that's why I prefer second layer made out of planks. And yes, of course, you can find already planks, I believe even 1 millimeter thickness you definitely can find just to buy separate strips. If you want to get something thinner, you definitely have to have power tools, for example, to cut thinner planks. But still, 1 millimeter thickness, this is just perfect one. Even if you will buy 1 millimeter thick strips for second layer planking instead of veneer, it will not be that much noticeable. Usually veneer is 0.6 millimeter thick and 1 millimeter, so the difference is 0.4 of millimeter. It's not that much, but you will get better quality of planking and it will be much easier than to plank with veneer. Still, I don't like it. I'm trying to understand what is going on here. What should I do here? Maybe I will switch to this screen. And my first model was double layer planking, but second layer was veneer, and even second one was the same. Only and Saint Gabriel also was veneer, so I'm trying to remember which one was with planks. There was a model when I finally tried planks instead of second layer veneer, and I realized like, wow, it's much better. And just don't remember which model was it. Oh, actually it was Pinta, Amatis Pinta. First layer was something cheap, whitish wood, and second layer it was strips of walnut. Yep, and that was much better quality. So actually yes, Pinta, Ninja, they are very similar. It's a very good choice for the first model. even Santa Maria from that collection, because they are very similar to build, just Santa Maria is bigger model. Almost getting to the proper surface. It is a dusty and nasty, but necessary to do. Just dust caught somewhere here and scratchy feelings, not very comfortable. And right here, just touches, slight touches. Okay, polishing with 320. Good. Now the shear strike. Mostly just clean glue which was leaking from under the planks here. And polishing with 320. And final polishing with Scotch Brite. And the rest of flanking. My camera did this trick second time already today. just paper towel. To clean all this dust. Okay, let me clean a little this mess also. So I can mark frames. I will vacuum clean it later. Today maybe I will make bigger progress than on the previous side, which would show stern post. Let's work on the stern post. So I will move video here. Now I need to remember I have taken two parts, put them somewhere right here. Good. So we need to prepare and glue both of them. So I will use my favorite disc sander. Just to clean it. Then I need to make proper angle. Let's make also a proper angle, and then I will cut groove for the whale. And I will need my another favorite tool. So let me move it a little. Switch direction. Everything is in one spot, of course. I'm eyeballing it at first, and then I will try it on the model. I have somewhere a big sanding block. Somewhere is the keyword, right here. Okay, now I think I have proper angle, but I still have to scrape more this plank because it's still too wide. So I will use, where is my small favorite tool? Or I will use still this blade. But actually, where is my small favorite tool? It was here at the beginning of the stream. Of course, it is properly hidden here. Maybe I should sharpen it a little more. Just a little more. A little scraping. A little sanding. A little polishing. If I will find something to polish. Okay, this is also about 320. And final touch with Scotch Bright. Try one more time how straight this one is, and probably a little more this plank and the very top of this one. It is getting there. Better. blank. Just a little more. Maybe something also right here. Maybe just a little sharper angle to make a bigger contact, more smoother. Like this. And what I'm seeing, I need to, come on, it's more or less already there, but something right here is not right. A little scraping. Okay, a little more scraping of this, the most trouble blank. Okay, almost getting what I needed. Good. Again, one more time, sand and polishing. And now we can glue it. Now it looks quite bright. Now I need to cut small groove for the whale. I need to grab my sharp file, or not file, scalpel. The most sharp one. So let me mark it first. Where are the pencils? All of them just disappeared. Okay, let me sharpen a new one. Good. Almost sharp. almost sharp. So now it's good. Now it will be the most interesting. Just to mark proper angle at which I have to cut the whale. Okay. Now let's do it. Not sharp at all. And yes, when you need to cut something, carve something in the basswood, better to have very sharp blade, because basswood is very easy just to smash instead of cut. So I want to replace this blade with a very sharp one. How deep I should do it? A little more. Proper angle. And deeper and bigger angle. Maybe wider a little or not. Nope. Want to clean the pencil marks so they will not attract attention. deeper groove. How about the rest? And just a little wider. Very, very little wider. Maybe with a and a little more. Definitely more. Actually, I need to sand even this part also. Something like this. Oof. Blow in the dust, this is a mistake. Okay, need to cut a little more of this one. Or just to sand. Let me clean it also from pencil. And I have finest sanding block to make it clear, visible. Okay, do I need to sand something more? A little more. A little deeper groove for the veil, just a little, and it will be perfect. I can glue it. So let's glue this stern part, and then we will do the same for the bow. Glue. Cup for the glue. Oh, good job. Why are you leaking so easily? I need paper towel now. Actually, something is weird with my glue. I believe it's time to open a new bottle, but okay, I will use still this one. I have toothpicks somewhere. They will do the job, or I can use my brush. Just a little water, so I will drop it into the water after using. And I want to film this part probably. And I will need a few clamps. And basswood is like a sponge. It's soaking all these liquids and glues. So, and better to apply, because of this reason, better to apply on both parts. Then you will get a good quality gluing layer. And everything what is leaking out of there, better to clean immediately. It's more difficult to do it later. And same for the bow. I will remove some tools. Trying to understand how to turn the model, so I will not touch the stern. It can dry safely, but so I can work on the bow like this, for example. I have this part. Okay, it's in the way of showing you what I'm doing. So I will clean this burnt edges first. use my favorite tool, or one of my favorites, because I need to make it at an angle. Of course I can use power tool for this. This is what I will do. So let me replace the proper. Okay, I'll use this one. And this is why I like Dremel. You don't have to use additional that tool to unscrew to replace what you need, broom or drill, because like in Proxxon you have to use this specific tool. In Dremel you don't have to. It's very convenient. Oh. Because it is very soft wood, I'm trying not to over sand it. again I will mark. Checking comments. Okay. Let's start carve into the wood. And a little wider. And a little more wider. Something like that. And now deeper, actually even more wider, because it can't fit still. Oh, finally. Now deeper groove, and just play of cut, trim, sand, trim, try, sand, trim, try, try, sand, until it will sit properly in the proper spot. I believe I need to make bigger angle, especially need to put this carve also on the lower part. Maybe even sharper angle. A little sharper angle here. it is still a little deeper, just very little deeper, and I need to scrape how to get my favorite tool out of here. Clean all these pencil marks. A little deeper groove. And sharper angle of it. How about now? Almost. Again, where is my favorite tool? Just slight touch right here. Perfect. Perfect match. Just slight sanding. Come on. Slight sanding of this plank. Polishing. And I can glue it. Brush. And I will need a few clamps. Okay. Let's glue it. to remove all these drops of glue immediately. Ouch! Preferably without gluing yourself into the cap with glue. Good. Now we have sample to deal with, and maybe even a few frames I can mark today. So I will put all this stuff here, just to clean it, to get out of my way. Because we have sample to deal with. This one. And I will use a piece of masking tape. Okay, so now I will use same oil. This is gunstock oil and garnet shellac. So which one is which? This is for the oil, and this one I believe was for the shellac. And just alcohol for cleaning it, or acetone, we'll see. So I will make second layer of shellac, and here on the oil I will put shellac. Here I will put oil and second layer of oil, so it will be double shellac, double oil. Just glue. Want to get clear second layer. Okay, it's leaking under the masking tape. Definitely it's leaking. It's alcohol, it's very difficult to make such clear line. Plus minus, it will be correct. This one will go to be cleaned. And oil. Second layer of oil. Not the best brush. It's okay. And because I don't like it very thick, I'm just cleaning sometimes with paper towel what is just leaking out of there. And actually I can cover also whale with it. it will be more juicy. And now on the layer of shellac. It also will go for cleaning. Let me clean this extra oil and let it dry till tomorrow. Yeah, everything leaked under it, not that much of a help of masking tape, plus minus. I will use acetone for cleaning the brush. I think I like when I use oil and put on top of oil shellac, this one. We'll see how it dries and what it will look like tomorrow. Actually, oil dries much longer, it can take a week or two, when you finally will get a real color. But let's wait till tomorrow. Somewhere here. So I think this is it for today. We did everything what we could. Prepared surface for nails, and tomorrow I will mark and drill the holes, and if I will work fast enough, maybe I will start filling them also, but we'll see how it will go tomorrow. So with this, I believe this is it for today, and see you tomorrow, guys. Thank you very much for joining me in this little adventure and chatting with me, talking with me. This is just like inspiration to keep moving. Finally, I'm enjoying this hobby again, thanks to you guys, because as I said before, when in a moment when hobby become income, you can't enjoy it anymore, but you just reminded me about that it is just a pleasure to build model, and especially with a group of enthusiasts who are building it with me, and we can continue chatting in the Facebook group. This is what I will do right now. I will go and check what you have done during the week, because I haven't checked it yesterday. So we'll see what you have done on the previous week and at what stage are you now. So with this, I wish you a very nice rest of the day, and see you tomorrow, guys. Bye!